Hey, this is Russell Brunson again. Welcome to part 5 of my exciting interview with Tai Lopez. If you missed any of the past episodes, go back in the playlist and make sure you watch all of them because this interview was really fun. It was exciting. It took place from 1 a.m. to like 3 or 4 in the morning. Some of the stuff we said is something I wouldn't normally tell people in a normal audience, but because I was tired, I was there with Tai, I was showing off, we could drop some really good value and some cool things I think you would love. So with that said, we're about to start the 5th episode. If you have not yet, make sure you subscribe down below. I know this is the last video in this series, but we got a whole bunch of other cool series coming out. I want to make sure you're not missing any of them. During this last of the series, we talked about a lot of really powerful things like proximity is power, how to build a team, how to surround yourself with amazing people that'll help you get to where you want to get to. So if you're struggling at all and you're like, man, I know the people are doing it, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet, I think this interview is going to help you a ton. A lot of really cool things in here. So with that said, let's check out this video, and afterwards I'll jump back on and kind of have some final words for you. I appreciate you watching this series, and we'll talk to you after the interview.
What is the one and only thing you must have in your business model to succeed? The foremost, most important technique in building the overall business model. Is it marketing? Is it you got a good business partner? That I think is super important. In my opinion, business partner is huge.
Man, there's so many important things.
Good book on that called Working Together by Michael Eisner. You'd be surprised how what percentage, large percentage of billionaires had business partners, whether it's number one guy for 18 years straight was not right now, but Bill Gates. He had Paul Allen, and then he had Steve Ballmer. You had Warren Buffett, who's been number 2 and on and off. He had his Charlie Munger, and you just go through the list. And there's been people who did it without a partner, but the majority of people ever. So that's my answer. What's your answer?
I think I want to double down on that. I think it's huge. I had a lot of businesses prior to ClickFunnels that marginally did well. It wasn't until we did ClickFunnels, and it was fun because like when we built it, Todd, who's my co-founder who built the software, like he was working with me kind of as an employee, not really, but kind of as an employee, and we had that for ClickFunnels. He's like, "Hey, I want to do this, but I want to be your partner." And at first, I had this fear of like, "Oh, but like this is my business and all these kind of things."
Right.
And luckily, I'm so grateful that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I opened it up, and what's so cool is that like he then went and took that and it became his business. So it wasn't like 9 to 5, it was like it became his life.
Yes.
And then after we started launching ClickFunnels and we started adding people, instead of doing what typical people doing, like hire a bunch of employees, I think it was because Avengers had just come out and I love that movie. I was like, we need to build an Avenger team. Like we can, and I read an article, I wish I'd have kept it because it was so cool, but it said that an A player is worth 3,200 times more than a B player.
Yeah.
That's
Think about a
3,200
good
times.
programmer.
Yeah, so I was like, let's just get a handful of A players and let's put them and like that's gonna be what we do. Like your partner, he asked me, he's like, so how many developers work ClickFunnels? And I was like, and I was kind of nervous because he just told me this last company had 100-something developers, and I was like, we've got 12. He's like, you what? So there's only 12 developers in ClickFunnels. I'm like, yeah. He's like, how's that possible? I'm like, we only have A players. Like we literally like that was the whole model. It's like get the best in the world, and they can do one good person can do the work of 10, 15, 20 other people. And so that's how we've done things. And so
with programmers, they say one good programmer is good 30 to 60. We have a drink game campaign coming on Indiegogo. How about people who want to use Kickstarter, Indiegogo to raise money? You worked anything, and done ClickFunnels help them at all on that? Because that's its own kind of funnel.
Yes, I haven't personally done it, but I've seen some people do it where they use ClickFunnels not to sell the product, but for lead gen ahead of time.
Okay.
So they try to build up tons of pressure and excitement about their thing. So a lot of times they'll take their Indiegogo video or their Kickstarter video and put it on a ClickFunnels page and just get opt-ins, like pre-sell it.
Yes.
Build a huge list, build a big following, and then when their thing goes live, then they have this huge following, they can just push it right there and get a lot more traction a lot faster.
So you can use it to generate free clients, free emails versus just paid.
Yeah.
Be honest, you can use Shopify has some similar things. ClickFunnels, each of them have kind of their pros and cons. Some of you are selling on Amazon, making a lot of money. And honestly, let's talk about that for a second. So to be unbiased here, do you think there's a time when it makes sense to maybe be up on ClickFunnels and up on Amazon?
Our biggest growth right now on ClickFunnels are Amazon sellers.
Okay, so tell us how those work. How is that going?
So a couple reasons why. One is like some people get spooked because they lose an account or they know someone lost an account and they're like, Amazon shuts me down, like my business is gone, right?
Yes.
And so some people come because like I need to control my destiny and have two. And so that's a big reason why a lot of people do, just to be able to have two places so they can sell it. Another big thing people do is a lot of times they're using Amazon to generate customers. And for example, we had a buddy who sells the cell phone cords, does like 100 grand a day in cell phone cord things. He gets them in China for like a penny and sells them for like, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks. It's crazy. So the thing comes in the mail.
Penny?
The box comes in the mail. You open it up, there's your cord, and then there's a big card in the thing that says, hey, if you want a second cord for free, go to whatever.com. Goes to that page, the ClickFunnels page. They put in their shipping address. Boom, now they got their customers' contact info from Amazon over here. And now they're able to sell them all the other stuff they sell. They sell power banks, they sell all the other, that type of products.
So using, because it's only a penny.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Send them, and what do they get in? They tell them you get another cord if you sign up to the email list or something?
Yeah, you basically go to this page, fill out your address, they'll ship you a second cord for free.
Let's talk about email for a second. Huge thing. What is ClickFunnels and what do you see the future of email marketing? I think in my business, I probably make, anywhere from $200,000 to $1 million a month just having a good email list in just one of my businesses. Do you see in the same trend? Email's still important. It's not completely replaced.
I love email. I don't think it'll ever be completely replaced. What I'm finding fascinating is we're doing a blend now of email and also like Facebook bot messengers.
Yes.
And but like using both of them together has been really powerful. It's like you have a message here and then the Facebook thing that complements it.
Walk us through that for people who don't know. What are you saying? So we all know, we've been to websites, you put your email in and you get on some newsletter list.
Yep.
What are you doing with bot? When we hear the word bot, we're talking about Autobots, we're talking about Transformers, we're talking about auto inserting a message into their Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, so in ClickFunnels, we're finishing our platform that'll do bots. And basically we're called, someone will fill in, like, put in their email address and there'll be a button underneath that says, do you also want to send you this info through Messenger, right?
They opt into both at once?
Yes.
So people check a box and do most people check both?
Yes, both. It's really high percent, yeah.
Okay.
So it's interesting, if you look at, so we have, like I said, over 1 million person email list, and I think we have like 40,000 people on our Messenger list.
Okay.
And if we broadcast both of them, we get almost the same amount of clicks from each.
From just 40,000?
Yeah.
So if you had 1 million on the other one, it would be destroying
So
email.
we're putting a lot of effort and energy into the migration, getting people from here to here, and getting them both places. Because I also think that it's also scary because it's all on Facebook, all on Messenger. If Zuckerberg one day wakes up and he decides he hates marketers, it's gone. So I'm not saying get rid of email, but I'm saying use them both together, and like there's power in that.
The more platforms you're on, the safer it is. What can an affiliate, either to be an affiliate to ClickFunnels or to any product, how are they?
Let's do for him. How many of you guys want to be an affiliate and make Tai Lopez more money and make you guys money in the interim? Do you guys have an affiliate program for like MentorBox?
I say I will. Oh no, that was like my Pee Wee Herman adventure. Okay, yeah.
Does MentorBox have an affiliate program?
MentorBox does, and so does TaiLopez.com.
Okay, so this is what I would do. This comes back to talk about earlier. So I would go to YouTube and I would find all the coolest Tai Lopez videos you can find.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them, right? Find the ones that meant the most to you and probably like theme them out. So like here's all Tai's thoughts on cryptocurrency or all Tai's thoughts on whatever. And find the videos and then make a page that says, I'm gonna give you the top 10 Tai Lopez videos about cryptocurrencies. Put your email address in here and I will email you the top 10 videos I found. They're amazing. You're gonna learn about this, all that stuff, right? And that's step one. Step number two then.
So you get their email address.
I go to Facebook, and I target Tai's audience, my audience, and entrepreneur audience, and Mark Cuban's audiences, and Tony Robbins' audience, and I say, come to this page, I'm gonna give you Tai Lopez's 10 best videos on this topic. And you spend a little bit of money, people come, they opt in, you start building an email list, and then after someone comes in, you email them, here's the 10 links to the 10 videos. And then by the way, you know that Tai every single month curates, him and his partner curate the best books they find in this really cool thing called MentorBox. If you click on this link, you get an account to MentorBox. Now you can get these videos, now you're gonna get all their books, their best books every single month, blah, 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 blah. And now they're affiliates for you, and they've got a really unique offer they can go out there. The reason why affiliates lose is because they'll go and they'll sign for your affiliate program, they'll get their affiliate link for MentorBox, and they'll send the same link that everybody else on earth is sending, same ones you're promoting, everyone's promoting, and they can't be profitable because there's nothing unique about what they're doing.
Yeah, you gotta make some content.
So you take, and what's nice about it, same thing I tell my people, I'm like, go to my channels. I have so much stuff I put out every single day. Find the stuff you like the most, package it, give it away in an opt-in, and then you build a list, and then sell my stuff. We all win.
So let's talk about this for a second. Content. A lot of people are scared of creating a video. They don't want to put their face on there. What do you say to somebody who has a false belief that they can't create some cool videos because they're introverted or they're nervous, or what do you say?
Probably two things. Then you can go to both directions. One is like, even if you're introverted, you can do it. Like I'm actually super introverted. If you ask my friends at home, every time they see a Facebook Live, they're like, you talk a lot on the camera. You don't talk in real life. Like I'm super introverted. Like you can still do it. That's number one. Like don't be afraid. The second thing is though, like maybe you really are in a super huge fear. Like I look at my company, like I got some amazing people who work with me, partners and founders and stuff, and like they're not on video all the time, but I am. So it's like if you can't be that person, like find the partner who's like they want to do that thing, they want to be the person in there, and make that the partnership, and that can work as well.
Yeah,
you know, if Todd Dickerson would have the coded ClickFunnels, like he wouldn't have ever wanted to be on camera talking about ClickFunnels all day.
Yeah.
And that's like I can't code, but I can do that. So we found each other and made it work.
Most cases, introverts and extroverts are the best match. So if you're looking for a business partnership, if you can partner up, if you look at Warren Buffett, is extroverted. He likes to crack jokes. If you go to the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, he's funny. And then Charlie Munger, he'll turn to Charlie Munger, who's an introvert, and be like, Charlie, what's your opinion? And he'll go, I have nothing to add. Your business partner is an introvert. Mm-hmm. My business partner, Alex, is visiting. And guess where he has been all day? Locked in a guest room in my house. He's like, I'm working on something. Don't bother me with humans. That's a good partnership. Let's talk about copywriting, somebody's asking. How can people make their website, the words matter? Like it needs to say something awesome.
We created a software that helps with that because the copywriting is the hardest part. A lot of times you build a page and it may look really pretty, look nice, but if people come and like the words aren't right,
yes,
like no one's gonna buy. Like that's what it all comes down to. Like the funnel doesn't matter without the right words, the copy that converts people into buying. And so I have a partner, his name is Jim Edwards. He went through like all marketing advertising for the last 100+ years, and he found like all the best converting headlines from all the way back from like the beginning of copywriting, like Gene Schwartz and Gary Halbert, all these people, and combined all these things, put it in software. Basically, you could type in your product name, and it's like, I sell this, this is what the benefit, this is the feature. So you talk about it, you fill in some blanks, you click a button, and it pops out like 800 headlines based on the best headline templates in the world. And you just copy
Where do you get
them
this?
all. It's called Funnel Scripts.
Funnelscripts.com.
I have a bunch of friends who are high-paid copywriters who charge anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 a letter, and they used to go and they give their client a huge client questionnaire. They fill the whole thing and they go and spend the next like 6 weeks writing copy. Now what they do is they take the client questionnaire, they fill it in funnel scripts, they click the button and it pops out the copy, and then they tweak it a little bit and they send it to the client. Charge the same fees. Like it's
if you don't know how to write, you ain't. Here's the thing. It's a catch-22. If you don't know how to write, most people don't know how to write. You're not gonna make a lot of money. One of the best things they should have taught us in school is copywriting, how to be persuasive. So what's some copywriting simple thing? There's my simple thing. A lot of you guys need to fix your website. If you're a physical location, put the hours, put the buy button high. You know, I remember one time I couldn't buy something. It was a website. I wanted to buy something. I searched. I actually sent it to my assistant. Can you find how to buy? I honestly think they forgot
to give you money.
No, I think they forgot to put the buy button up. It was like long, and they had written in. They forgot to buy. So my technique is keep it simple, stupid. Find out what people want on your website. Hit them with power words. The most powerful word in the English language, they say, according to Frank Luntz. He's a famous political consultant. He says the word imagine is a power word. Imagine if you lost 50 pounds in the next 50 days. Imagine, people like to, especially in America. So that's my quick hack. What's a hack for you to be simple things besides using this website?
My favorite headline in the world that works for almost everything is how to blank without blank. So it's how to, and then you insert like the thing they desire the most,
yes,
without the thing that causes them the most pain. So for example, I could be like, how to read all these books without actually ever reading a book. And then I'd like give you money because I want to watch the videos and get the whole download, right?
Yep.
Because like every market, I always start with that. It's like, okay, what do people actually want? Like, so how to, and insert what they desire the most without the thing that they're most scared of.
I have a course where I've taught over 20,000 people how to build a social media marketing agency.
Okay.
So
they're offering social media to end clients.
To businesses. They go around to businesses. They charge $1,000 to $10,000 a month. How do they get customers? Using your techniques.
So if I was going to a business owner,
yep,
and like what do they desire most? They want customers coming in their place, right? So how to get
let's say doctors and dentists. They're going to specialize, or in restaurants.
Okay. Let's use dentists then. So how to get cash paying clients to come into your clinic? They call it clinics,
dentist office.
Without having to, or how to get cash, whatever their thing is, right? Paying clients. And then I don't think most dentists want to sit there on social media. So without spending time on Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. Okay. Because they want to fix people's teeth. They don't want to be doing these things, right?
Yes. If you have a social media marketing agency, you make a ClickFunnels landing page. The landing page at the top says how to get, so if it's a dentist, how to get 17 new dental clients this year from social media, and then you put without having to ever log into Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
That's a great headline, actually.
You like that?
Right there.
Take that.
You should use that. If you don't use it, then you hate money. That's the only reason.
You hate money. I gotta use that line on people.
Yeah.
Okay, so they build it on ClickFunnels. They get the headlines up. How would you get dentists to start going to see this page?
I would go to Facebook and target dentists. Pretty easy. That'd be the first spot. Another thing, I know a little about the dental market. If I was going after dentists, I'd go to dentaltown.com. Dentaltown.com has an email list of like 80,000 dentists you can rent for like $5,000.
Really?
Buy an ad, I'd pound it out, and I'd have a whole bunch of clients overnight.
So you can basically rent email lists. They call it email drops. You can do an email drop to 80,000 dentists, and you have them
And
click.
most industries have those kind of things. I just happen to know dentaltown.com does it for dentists, but most of them have those type of things where people have aggregated the industry, and
Yes.
you can rent ads to go out in their email box.
Thanks so much for being here. This was awesome, my man.
Thanks for having me, man.
For those of you listening, tailopez.com/clickfunnels. And yeah, we're out.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, this is Russell again. Thank you so much for watching this exciting interview with Tai Lopez. Again, if you didn't hear the story initially, this literally took place from like 1 a.m. to like 2 or 3 in the morning. We had so much fun doing it. I want to thank Tai for supporting me and at his house and letting me talk about ClickFunnels and expert secrets and a whole bunch of other really fun things. And I hope you enjoyed this series. If you missed any of the videos, make sure you go back to the beginning of the playlist and watch part 1 of 1, 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5, 5 of 5. The whole thing was really, really amazing. And I hope you loved it. Now I got one last request from you. Again, we gave you this interview for free because I want to give you guys more information that's going to help you to grow your companies. And the biggest thing you can do right now is make sure that you click on the button down below to subscribe. We have a new playlist coming out with a new training coming out very, very soon. I want to make sure you do not miss it. If you do that, that way you'll get notified as soon as it comes out. Again, thank you so much for being part of this channel, part of the watching this video series. If you have any comments or questions, please post them down below. Me or someone from my team will make sure we follow up them. And again, thank you for watching this interview with me and Tai.